Aaliyah Freeman, you are with Associated Ministries, and we're going to do the Talk Youth Housing because you are a home sharing marketing specialist. Is that all on your card?
Yes.
That's a great card, let me tell you.
Yes.
Let's get into this because this is really interesting. So can you explain to us what a youth host home program is and how it serves young people here in Tacoma?
Yes, so our Youth Host Home program is a program that is built to support young adults who are experiencing homelessness.
Which, right there.
Yes, it really does pull at the heartstrings. And these young adults are 18 to 24 years old, and they're literally homeless, registered in a system that lets us know that they need the help in the case management. And so with that, we pull from the coordinated entry system of Pierce County, and we match them with home providers and also pay their rent for them for 1 year
Wow.
of $750 and then a security deposit of $825.
So you get them into a place where they can start to rebuild their life. Because how can you do that when you are sleeping outside?
Exactly.
The two don't add up, do they?
No,
they
they
absolutely don't. So many viewers may not know the challenges that homeless youth face. Can you share some of those barriers? Because when you said unhoused youth, you got to stop and take a moment for that to really sink in. What does that look like?
Yeah, so there's a lot of barriers that the youth face throughout their times of being homeless. There's barriers with education, with employment, with healthcare, and a lot of times they're disconnected from their families. So it adds to their instability emotionally and just financially and situationally. And so we definitely strive to break those barriers and give them that hand up within their lives.
Oh, I love that phrase, hand up. Thank you, Martin Luther King Jr.
Yes.
I love that. So how does a home host model, boy, say that 10 times, how does that differ from, like, for instance, a shelter?
Yeah, so with the shelter type of dynamic, there's so many people that are in the shelters as opposed to a host home type of situation where they're in a home provider's home. It's just them. You know, they're able to have that more personable experience. They're able to connect with the home provider on different levels and get the attention and the support and the compassion that they need individually, as opposed to so many other things that could overstimulate them and derail them from their goals.
Exactly. So when you think about the ages 18 to 24, and when we put them in a scenario that you've talked about, so the people that they maybe went to school with, because how many of them are already unhoused as 15, 16, 17-year-olds? Because we have that. And then they get into this system. All of their friends, their support, all of it's gone for them. I mean, what a heartbreak at that age to think about, I was in high school, or I wanted to go to high school, or I really wanted to go to college. I mean, can you imagine what they must feel seeing a school bus drive by them? So what do you look for in those community members who want to volunteer to be a host family, which, oh my gosh, hats off. Can we find the best award in the world to give them? So what kind of qualities are we looking for?
Yeah, so we're not looking for perfect home providers.
Thank you.
We are looking for, people who are compassionate, who are caring, who are supporting, and who ultimately want to help these youth with their opportunity in their space. And just as long as they're willing to work with the young adults, provide them that support, that's all we can ask for, because they come from all different walks of life. And so that's all we can ask for from them.
So when we think about supporting them, let's talk about, in your mind, a youth that was positively impacted by somebody opening up their home to them.
Yes. We had actually a youth who did very well in our program. So they started off, they were living on the street at the beginning of their time with us, and came to us, got into the coordinated entry system, was pulled for that, and then got with us, thankfully. And we matched them up with a home provider who automatically just wanted to take them under their wing. And so through that relationship, through the stability that they gave them, and through the mentorship that they gave them, as well as the case management that our team provides as well, the young adult was able to start school. They got a job, got promoted within that job to a management position, got their own car, and was able to graduate out of our program into independent living, and still has a lease till this day with that home provider.
Oh my God, that is so huge. That is a do-over.
Yes.
That is lowering those barriers and putting those basic needs from surviving to thriving.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So I want to ask about cultural sensitivity and inclusivity in terms of matching the host home. Because what would prepare somebody, let's take me, I'm going to use myself, white privileged woman, and I take into my home a youth from 18 to 24 that is not white. What do you do to help me understand the culture that this person brings with them?
Yeah, we do a lot of understanding and listening to what the preferences of the young adult is first and foremost, and again, what their community is, what their identity is, what their ethnicity is, and always strive to align that. And with the home providers, we make it from start to finish and always provide that constant training of cultural competency, as well as just competency of what it means to be taking someone in their home who has been through trauma, who is going to take a little bit more time to transition into domestication, into stability, into maybe mental or health and trust.
Oh,
yes,
huge.
that is very huge. So yes, them being able to, break that barrier and establish that trust with them through the trainings that we provide, and just feel even more comfortable in the skin that they're in is just amazing.
I drive through Tacoma and I see unhoused youth, and I think, oh my gosh, we have so many empty buildings. You look at that and think, those are homes for people.
Yes.
Thank you so much for what you do for our community. And let me tell you something, schools are right around the corner. I got to have you back on sooner than later, perhaps after the first of the year, so we can look at where you're going and what you need from our audience.
Yes.
You're amazing. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
We have much more to come on Cityline. I'm going to hang out with Lydia here, but coming up is Pet of the Week. You don't want to miss that. We'll be right back.